After a very fortunate result last time out for us at the Ferrari team, we now head to the Brazilian Grand Prix for the second race of Season 2.
And Brazil, and there goes Prost! Off! As did Ardu! My goodness, what about Patrese now?
Up and into the center, looking for. And he's going through. Oh my goodness, this is fantastic! And Senna is trying to go through on the inside, and he's hammered immediately. This is amazing. Senna goes off in the first corner.
Sixth position, and out goes PK. My goodness, driver! I couldn't help it, and take back. Oh my goodness!
If you guys haven't checked out the last race, please make sure you do for this one. It was a decent one at the Miami circuit. Make sure as well that if you have enjoyed the series so far, that you leave a like. It's very much appreciated and helps me know that you guys are continuing to enjoy the series. As you can see at the bottom, we are still having issues with our budget. We should hopefully be getting more soon. I think if we have a look at the breakdown, we should gain a lot more. I think it's just with the upgrades I ended up doing the facilities is held back the finances a little bit, but that should be coming to an end now. But we can't focus on that too much. You know, we finished the last race 3rd and 4th, very fortunately due to some retirements, but if that's the way their development has gone, maybe we didn't do too bad in ours. One thing I've noticed is that with the upgrades that I did to spend all that money, we've actually been developing Michael Schumacher and David Coulthard quite regularly, so hopefully this is leading to Coulthard being ready to race very soon. There isn't loads to update you on the info between these races. It has just been a case of getting to this one, hopefully with it being a bit more of a technical circuit, not so much high speed areas. This can better help our car and our results. I will come back to you guys when I get to the preparation for the race. I bet you guys didn't expect this when we cut back. Alain Prost, your first pole position of the season. Now this one was very fortunate. What happened was that the weather was changing in Q3 and I could see it was going to rain, so we sent the guys out straight away. On top of that, I sent Prost behind Schumacher so he got the slipstream. That gave us that big boost, and for some reason the McLarens and Mansell just didn't really go out early enough. By the time they got out there, the rain had started and that was it for them. So 1st and 3rd, we're gonna make the most of this. So bring you back on this screen only for the fact that I want you guys to see that the rain is coming early on, and it's coming round about our first pit stop. So we're gonna have to be careful of that. It looks like it's gonna be heavy rain as well. We really got to be careful. We've seen what we like. Sometimes we get it right, sometimes we get it wrong. With being 1st and 3rd, I'm hoping we can get this right. And, well, both drivers are going to be on the same strategy, medium, hard. We're going to have a little bit of extra fuel, but not too much. We're just going to hope for the best in this one. This could be a good result if we play our cards right. So here we go, the start of the Brazilian Grand Prix. It's 4 red lights, 5 red lights, and it's go for the second race of Season 2. And Prost gets a decent enough start. We had a little bit of a lag there, but Patrese is trying to put his car down the inside. But Prost looks to have carried the speed through the Senna S, as it's now called. Patrese, though, is sticking with it, and he's not going to let us get through too easily. Schumacher putting his car right behind the Williams, and still Patrese there, but I'm hoping that we've got the inside of the next corner, and that we can take control of this Grand Prix. There we go, Prost goes through, and that is us in 1st and 3rd, with Schumacher still not able to challenge Patrese yet, but if we can get Prost a good gap, hopefully that leads Schumacher to do his thing. We're going to just push down the tyres now for Prost. I just wanted him to get that push at the start to make sure we didn't lose the position. Now Schumacher has a lot to do to catch Patrese and overtake him through this section. Let's go on board with him from this lovely side view. See if he's got enough pace in the Ferrari to do it. Obviously this is where we're slower. And yeah, look at that difference. You can see Schumacher has not got the pace to keep up there, and Patrese has actually caught Prost pretty well. So it's going to be a tough one to this, I think, till the rain comes. But hopefully we can make something of it as Prost goes defensive. Let's go on board with him and have a look. Prost hopefully can keep a hold of this one for the moment. He can. Maybe we do need to push him a little bit, but I don't know. I think we keep him on standard. I don't want to lose these tires before the rain comes. Senna up into P4 now as well, is on the back of this. PK holding up Berger kind of kindly for us, although he's about to get past now. Oh, this is going to be a close one. As we come back up through the last corner once again, Prost gets the gap in that tighter section, but is going to lose all in speed down this straight. It's going to be a tricky one, this. I don't know if we'll get a lot of overtaking done as the fastest lap filters through each car. But Schumacher has a lot to do. Although I can't push his tires too much, he's going to lose a lot in the end. We're going to have to put him now down to standard and hope the fuel is enough to get him an attack position. But as Patrese there is trying it, and also Senna down the inside of Schumacher. He's pushing him out the way. Can Schumacher hold on to it for the into the next corner? He can't as Senna tucks it in. And that is Schumacher losing a podium place for the time being. Hopefully, though, can use Senna to pull through, but it's going to be a tricky one. As you can see now, Schumacher has a 6/10 gap. He cannot keep up with this as Prost has to go defensive early with Patrese. And Patrese is going to try it round the outside. Can Prost hold on to it? I don't think he can. He's still going to go wheel to wheel with him, forcing Patrese out wide. And it's just this straight line advantage we don't have and we should have. As we go 3 wide, we're forced out. Senna has forced Prost out, but he's forced to go very slow there. Oh my god, he tried to squeeze his McLaren between everyone, and that was never going to work, and that has allowed Schumacher to get right up back and close with him. And Prost, though, is finally, I think, going to have to concede it. No, he's still fighting for it. He does not want to give up this first place, and Patrese, surprisingly, this season he has come out the blocks quickest compared to Mansell, and Patrese now leads the Grand Prix, but hopefully Prost, coming out of this section, can get something into Sector 3. He is right up behind him, surely has enough pace in him to do a move. He's thinking about it. Don't know if he will actually go for an outside move, but he is really not keen to have lost that place, as he shouldn't be. And well, Prost goes into this second place on lap 5. As we have a yellow flag, that is Mansell as he's fallen down the order. He has spun, having to wait for every car to go back before he can then head back onto track. So that takes out one rival. As Prost now, though, I didn't even get a chance to cover it, unfortunately, goes down and overtakes Patrese. I didn't think he was going to come back at him and allow Senna through as well. We're going to watch the replay, but Senna is trying to come through as well. Senna surely is going to take the lead of this race. I can't see anything but that. So what happened here? Patrese just went defensive too late, and it did go 3 wide again, and for some reason it seems to be forcing the middle car out in this one. I don't know why, but yeah, he gave up that position. Once again, we lead with Senna hot on our tails. So I've asked both drivers to push now. We need to get some more out of this one as Senna looks to come and get Prost. He's getting mighty close. We want Schumacher to try and challenge Patrese, get back into that podium spot. Here we go, Prost sticking to the middle, really making Senna have to decide which way he's going to go, and he doesn't go either way, opting to wait for turn 4, as that has been the prime overtaking opportunity, as we're probably going to go 3 wide again by the looks of it. Prost sticking to the racing line. Senna looks to possibly think about the inside move, but doesn't go for it in the end, and Schumacher, he hasn't gone for it either. I think we're going to have to actually ask him to not push. It is too much for those tyres at the moment. Hopefully he can just be a good standing block between us and Berger and other cars. Obviously Mansell well down the pecking order now. Does not look likely to get points. There's found another car go wide. I think that was De Cesaris, was it? No, he's not falling down this. Oh, it's Moreno in the Tyrrell. Falling down the order there. Here we go. I think this was inevitable. Senna looking for a move. Prost going very, very defensive. Trying to retain that position the best he can. But I think it's going to be second place for us. That McLaren, that striking Marlboro livery. Oh, engineer saying it doesn't matter. I think to Prost it matters. And there we go. Conceded second place now. Prost is trying to come back at Senna. As much as he loses pace throughout the main straight, he is so quick throughout the rest of the circuit. Schumacher having to go defensive from Berger as well. They've lost a lot of time to this top three. It is a way too competitive field, this, as Prost looks to go down the inside of Senna, but it's not to be here. He's gonna have to wait till a little bit further on in this lap. It looks like Schumacher might lose his place to Berger now as he goes for that defensive line into turns 1, 2, and 3. And Berger looking mighty quick in his McLaren, not nowhere near as good as Senna, to be honest, but here we go. Schumacher's gonna fight for it. He's gonna try and hold on to it with everything he's got. But I don't think we've got that straight line speed, and he tucks in behind Berger. That is us 2nd and 5th now. So we cut back as Schumacher is fighting hard with Berger, looking to get that pass done once again, and it's through the middle sector. I didn't even think in the game they were coded to be able to do that. Oh! Oh no! Not again! I can't believe we come back for that. Oh my god, what a crash! Oh my god, I actually jumped a little bit there. It was a bit of a glitch. I don't know what happened there. But Schumacher is out of the race and Berger managed to continue on. He's in the pits though. Is he having a wing change? I can't believe that. Oh my god. What is Schumacher trying to do to us? He always likes a crash at the moment. We're going to have to look if we can develop that. See if there's somewhere it needs to go. Yeah, that looks like a few other changes as he's, yeah, only dropped now. And that's him back of the field. So the race is now on just for Prost, hopefully to get some good points for us. Luckily, it really is a three-way race because all three of the other, three other drivers of each of these teams are either at the back or out. So, yeah, this is ultimately the battle for the constructors and the drivers. As we cut back now on lap 14, you can see Senna starting to create that gap now of just over a second. We are defending well from Patrese, and yet he's not able to push past us, which surprised me. I thought he was going to quite easily do this. We have been doing good for second. Rain's still a little bit away, if I ever show you. It's meant to come round about lap 20. Oh, there we go. We just had the radio comms that rain is expected. Hopefully it comes a little bit quicker and then we can move on to the tyres because our car will struggle. But let's just have a look at the track expectations. So lap 20 is expected to shoot up, so we probably want to pit lap 21 in reality to make the most of this, but we'll wait and see how this goes. Unfortunately, Patrese has now got past us in his Williams. We'll just have a quick look at that. Seemed to be done down at turn 4 as it's been. I think the tyres on Prost's car are just starting to go, and yeah, wasn't too difficult for him. So we are now in 3rd place, fighting to get back up to 2nd. I think 1st is a very distant possibility, but it's not looking good for us. If we have a look at the tyre difference, yeah, they have got a decent bit more than us at the moment. You guys starting softs, which surprised me. They're going to have to pit very soon. We're obviously anticipating the rain, a few more laps till that comes, and hopefully that's key for us. So, he's come back to tell us about the rain. I didn't realize Prost is also trying to get past Patrese that quickly. The rain has come a little bit early, so we might be able to pit a bit sooner than we expected. The rain is picking up very quickly. That is unexpected. But I don't think it's going to... I think we're still going to have to wait till about lap 20 before we can think about changing tyres. Let's just keep an eye on it and hopefully pull out a masterstroke of a strategy. So Senna has dived into the pits. I was keeping an eye on it and hoping to come back about that. I imagine Patrese might do the same. No, Patrese is out. So what is Senna going on to? That is what I'm interested in, because we are pretty adamant that it's going to get a lot wetter, but it's not wet enough for wet tyres. So I wonder if he's gone on to intermediates early. As you can see, unfortunately, a little bit of glitch. It should be showing a bit more water. So the fact that we're that far ahead, though, that he has come out in 3rd comfortably is quite scary. But never mind. Let's have a look. Ultimately, he will catch us. But let's see. Intermediates. I think that's the wrong choice. I think McLaren's made a bit of a blunder there, because he will catch us quite quickly. But ultimately, wet tires are going to be the way forward very shortly. The track is changing quickly. So I think lap 20, we head on to those wet tires and hopefully see us come out in a decent position. Oh my god, actually, he has caught us very quickly. I didn't expect that. Oh, what do we do? What do we do? You know what? To avoid losing time, let's just pit on those wets now. It's going to get to that point in the race, but he's going to have to pit again. He's going to have to. I think I'm right. I'm pretty sure I'm right. Let's get to the pit stop, see where we grab. So Prost has actually come out ahead of Petrezi, which surprises me. I didn't expect us to gain that much time in the pit stops. But here we go. We're on the wets. Let's keep an eye on what Petrezi goes on to and others. We're adamant that wets are going to be the tire to be on within a couple laps. So I'm hoping he has gone on wets as well. Thinking the same as us, Williams. I'm quite curious to see how this goes. I'm excited for this one. So this is ridiculous. So the wet weather is finally here. Senna has created a 37-second gap in that time, which is unreal. But I don't know if he's going to pit yet. I'm hoping he goes past. No, he has gone into the pit, so I don't think Senna's lost out, which is absolutely ridiculous. But we are nowhere near there yet. We're only halfway around the circuit. So it's us against Petrezi for the moment. That is... It's unbelievable. I didn't expect that. There you go. Senna out in first. Still about 25 seconds or so ahead. 33 seconds. Oh, wow. I was criticising McLaren there, and it's already gone against us. So while we're kind of simulating the race a bit further quite quickly, you have a look at this bit between laps maybe 45 and 60. Looking more like interweather. Then it shoots right back up again at the end. This is going to be quite an instant one to predict and test out, right? You know, we're going to have to move it inters at some point. Whether we do it too soon or too late, I'm a bit worried about. But yeah, we're doing well. We're still second. Just holding back Petrezi. And hoping I can come back with some bits a bit later on. And as I went to fast forward, we've apparently had a crash with several cars. Looks like it's at turn 1. I'm hoping to show you guys the replay in just a moment. But yeah, that I must have said I'll come back to you in a minute. And within 2 seconds, that came up. Let's have a look. Oh, it's going to be a bad one, isn't it? Into turn 1. Somebody's going to lock up and hit the back. Yep. Oh. Oh, and then back into each other once again and across the track. Ooh, that is a tough one, that. Oh, ho, ho. Would not want to win in that car. So unfortunately, guys, this has been a lot quieter race than I was hoping for. But we are getting to the point where the weather's going to be changing soon. So hopefully I can come back to you guys with our new strategy. So Senna has spun at turn 1. That's the notification I just got. I hadn't even thought about it or realised. And there he goes. Hopefully, that means we can catch up to him quite substantially. We'll have a look at what there is at the moment. He has got back up and running. It's not updated, I don't think. Surely he's not still 31 seconds ahead. He might actually be, in fairness. But yeah, let's hope we catch him a bit further soon. So we have pitted. Now we are going in for intermediate. Senna as well. Petrezi has continued on. Hopefully we've made the right decision. And we'll find out once Petrezi comes into pit. So we have had a good stint then there. Petrezi all the way back there. We've gained about 4 seconds on him. And hopefully this should be it for the moment. We are on quite a push. Obviously lap 60 there will be more rain. Our tires don't quite get us to lap 60. So yeah, I'll maybe have to keep them on standard for the moment. And see how we get on. But unfortunately not much else to update either. So because of the weather changes all over the place, it really has spread the field down. I've not had much to update. We're doing a decent job with our gap. It is now about maintaining second, and lap 60 is where the weather changes once again. So I'm at a very tricky point now. It has got wetter sooner than expected, but my data is showing that it's going to dry up again. But this is going up and up and up, so I don't know if I do pit. Do I pit? Do I pit? Oh, I think I'm going to have to if we look at the data on the track. So it's showing as a continual drop again. until lap 60, but can we sacrifice that? Oh, it has a lot of rain. I think we're going to have to do it. I think we're just going to have to pit once again. Otherwise, we will lose out too much. So once again, Patrese has pitted late, and that's where he is, and that's where we are. We're at the end of turn 4. He is nowhere near. We have secured this position. I can't see us losing at all now. So there's been another crash. At least got something to show you for this one. Down to turn 4. It looks like they've turned in on him. I think, is that what? Oh, no, they've just had a little slide, and yeah, that, oh, that is very unlucky. They're struggling in these conditions as well. We're nearly at the end of the race. It's nearly over. Unfortunately, been great to have these weather changes, but it's not been very interesting for you guys to watch, unfortunately. It's a shame we'll get occasional races like this, but a second place finish will do us very nicely. It's what we need in the championship, and it should continue giving us decent points. But Mansell has got back into the top 6, so we'll have to see what the constructor shows us now. Oh, they are going to the pits. I'm thinking, as it's the last lap, we won't bother pitting. Maybe that's a mistake, but we have a, you know, he's in the pits while we're coming round. Senna as well. We should be fine. Should be fine. So Senna crosses the line. We'll skip along to get us finishing the line, and there we go. So, a very topsy-turvy race that. I don't know if I should feel happy or not. Second place from pole on a race we didn't expect to do well. So it's 2 podiums from 2 races. We'll take that. Just a shame Schumacher had such a big incident with Berger. So there are the final results. Senna first, with us in second with Prost, and Patrese third. Mansell did get 4th in the end, so points are probably going to go to them for this. We'll show the drivers and constructors now. The drivers have Alan in 3rd, Schumacher dropping down to 6th. Senna moving up 16 positions. Obviously, he didn't finish last race, so that'll be why we're level on points with him. And constructors, we have been dropped down by a few points there because of McLaren boosting themselves up, which is unfortunate, but we're still very much in this one. As I said, unfortunately not the most scintillating of races, but I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. The positive is our bank balance is nearly back in the good stuff, and then we'll be able to make some fine upgrades. So 3rd in the constructors is what we have, and what we will hopefully be building upon. So thank you guys so much for watching this one. I hope you have enjoyed as always. Until next time, take care.